What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jake Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money making Thursday. Just looking to keep some of this momentum rolling forward, man. We've had a really solid week overall in the NBA. Unfortunately, man, we've now dropped 3 NBA Player of the Nights in a row. Last night, we had my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, laying the points. I really like the spot for them. After they got cheated the last game against the New Orleans Pelicans, I thought they would come out aggressive, beat up on the Pelicans. They are the better team, even missing their best player. And that's exactly how the game played out. Unfortunately, we laid the 1.5, and the Mavs won by 1 in disgusting fashion. I'll call a spade. They had no business pooping away that lead the way they did, but we got caught with a meaningless 3 by C.J. McCollum at the buzzer, and that's what drowned our 1.5. Hopefully some of you guys just took the money line. If you didn't, man, it was what it was, man. I was mad. I know you're mad. I apologize. Bounce back day today on the NBA Player of the Day. Y'all know if we ever lose 3 in a row, y'all know the next one is an absolute cash, and I love today's NBA Player of the Day. Smaller card. Just 5 games, but y'all know the drill, man. We're going to cook it up and try to smash it per usual. Got the graphics back today, so no need to cry about that. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's do what we do, man. Let's make some money tonight. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. You can hop on that NBA Player today. You can hop on something long-term. Smash that like button for your guy. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Link for both in the description below. Without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get her done. First game up. Got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road facing the Washington Wizards. 8.5-point home dogs in this thing. Look, same thing we said yesterday. Washington is one of the worst teams that we've seen in quite some time in the NBA. This may be one of the absolute worst ever. That's how bad they are. They've had 40 losses this season. I believe 37 of those losses have been by double digits. The Lakers should air them out. The Lakers just aired them out not too long ago in LA. They should do the same thing here. Usually we hate laying these style numbers with the Lakers. We said the same thing about the Raptors yesterday. We hate laying points on the road with the Raptors. But come on, man. That's how bad Washington is. I don't want to overcomplicate this one. The Lakers, even if Bronny plays most of this game, the Lakers should win this game by double digits. I'm so serious. So give me the Lakers. Don't want to overcomplicate it. Lay the points here. Even though the Lakers are fairly banged up, they should still kick the crap out of Washington. We keep it rolling. We head over to Cleveland, where the Cavs are 10.5-point home favorites over the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks, they won both meetings this season over the Cleveland Cavs. The Hawks have been profitable in that underdog role this season. 135-124 back in November. And then 2 nights later, 117-101 back in November. So that sets up the double revenge spot at home at the crib for Cleveland. Hawks banged up now as Jalen Johnson out for the season. Trae Young, game time decision. They're saying Clint Capella is not playing tonight either. Don't want to be betting on the Hawks, man. They're still one of the worst ATS teams this season. Last 2 seasons combined, they're still terrible. The number 1 team in that spot, so that's how bad Atlanta is, or not, no need to overcomplicate this one. The spotting situation says bet Cleveland. Cleveland is fairly banged up too. Keep an eye on their injury report because some of these guys may be coming back tonight. Guys like Garland, LeVert, and Okoro. Small lean on the Cleveland Cavs, the number 1 ATS team in the league. They're actually tied, but they're number 1, 31-16. We keep it rolling. We head over to Minnesota where the Jazz. We head to Utah where the Jazz are 7.5-point home dogs with the Minnesota Timberwolves rolling in. Total 224.5. This is a tough one. The Jazz have been terrible at home this season. We've tried to bet them there, and they just never show up. But in that same breath, we hate laying extended numbers with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota has won a couple games in a row, 3 in a row, which I just think sets up a more perfect situation to fade them. This is going to be my last chance and opportunity to try to bet the Utah Jazz at home at the crib. They are not just a terrible ATS team. They're around 500, but they've been much more profitable on the road. Come on, Utah. Come in here and cash, bro, at home. Come in here and cash. Keep an eye on the injury report. John Collins, game time decision. Walker Kessler, game time decision. I'd much rather have those 2 guys on the floor. I want to see what's up with those 2 guys. They've missed the last couple games. So I want the Jazz here. I don't want to lay extended numbers on the road with Minnesota. They are head and shoulders the better basketball team. Utah has been terrible at home. We are catching a falling knife betting the Jazz at home here, but it's not like Minnesota's been this dominant ATS team either this season, as you see on your screen. So much rather have the points in my back pocket with the Jazz in the bounce back spot at home. I'll grab the points in this one. Keep it rolling, man. I think to the game of the night. We got the Houston Rockets out on the road facing the Memphis Grizzlies, two of the best ATS teams in the league, two of the best teams in the West. Memphis laying 5.5 points here in this one. Cleveland right now is the #1 road ATS team in the NBA. Not Cleveland. Houston is the #1 road ATS team in the NBA. Houston has played really well on the road this season. Houston also leads this season series 3-0. They've beaten Memphis every game this season. 128-108 back in October, 119-115 earlier this month on the 9th in Memphis, and 120-118 4 nights later in Houston. Triple revenge spot at home at the crib for Memphis that also happens to be a bounce back game. So bounce back game at home that also happens to be a triple revenge game where they go stupid, dummy, crazy on national television. I'm on the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't want to overcomplicate this one. We trust Memphis at home. Right now, they're the #1 ATS team overall in the NBA. They're tied. We talked about Cleveland, but Memphis also, as you see on your screen, is 31-16 against the number. They've been a money-making machine this season, and the spot here tells us to take the Grizzlies. So I just won't overcomplicate it, especially coming off that terrible, ugly blowout loss to the New York Knicks the other night. I think it's a perfect spot for Memphis to bounce back in the triple revenge spot. Don't overcomplicate it. Lay the points here with the Memphis Grizzlies. Houston, we have a problem. We keep it rolling. Last and final game of the night. We got the Orlando Magic laying 5.5 points on the Portland Trail Blazers. Total 212.5. Portland, man, these boys been balling. Shout out to Portland Trail Blazers, man. We've been cashing on Portland like nobody's business recently. Tonight, we're going to go the other way, though. We're taking the Orlando Magic. Our Magic are back healthy, and I think this is kind of a right-to-ship style game for them. They lost that game in double overtime the other night to the Miami Heat, a game they really had won early and then let it melt away. Portland beat up on this team not too long ago, 101-79 in Orlando. But I think we got to look at who played in that game. I think now that Orlando has a couple games under their belt with their guys back, I think they come in here and beat up on the Portland Trail Blazers in this spot. We'll be back on Portland really soon. We love betting the Blazers right now. But I think tonight this is just a Magic-style spot. So, because the Magic are still head and shoulders the better basketball team. I know we typically like betting Orlando in Orlando, but I'm going to bet them tonight on the road. I'm going to lay the points here in our last and final game of the night, man. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Thursday, man. We're for sure bouncing back on the NBA play of the night tonight. You can hop on it over at Pickdawgz Premium. Scoop it up, man. $25, and let's do what we do. Last night we had the Mavs laying the 1.5. We should have took the money line. They shouldn't even have been in that situation. It is what it is. The night before we had the Atlanta Hawks who covered, but we had them outright on the money line. We tried to attack plus 200. And then the night before was the Utah Jazz who let us down in tremendous fashion. But it is what it was. I'm just explaining the last 3 plays. I felt like the reads were all right, man. They just didn't come to fruition. Happens like that sometimes. I like tonight's read as well. You guys can hop on that play at Pickdawgz Premium or hop on something long-term as we look to continue to kick the crap out of the books full season long. Every play that I've ever posted at Pickdawgz Premium is 100% documented. You can go back and read every article that I've ever written, see every play. You can see my record, everything 1,000% transparent. Have nothing to hide from you, ladies and gentlemen, man. I'm just trying to help you guys become better bettors and let you guys understand how I see the game and ultimately help you guys cash at the end of the day. So it's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. Money Making Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow on this Money Making Friday, man. We got a solid card. Break it down. We'll come out of green on the other side, man. I'm out of here. Peace.